Well, Chris, it's a little bit nostalgic this weekend for us. 25 years Queensland Raceway's been open, and we were at the first ASBK event.
Yeah, I know, it was a long time ago, wasn't it, Steve? We're showing our age now, but it is a cool racetrack. It sort of looks like it's simple. It is quite easy to learn, but a really hard track to go faster. You know how to go quick around here.
Well, let's see if we do. One of my favourite turns, though, is this turn 1, the Tech Air 5 Alpine Stars corner, because it's so fast on the entry, and you've really got to keep that momentum up.
Well, it is. There's a few bumps on the way in as well. It looks like it's an overtaking opportunity, but if you want to make that move, it is a big move, and you can end up in that gravel trap very easily.
It is all about the flow, isn't it? You really do need to keep the flow up at this circuit, and it's difficult to find bike setup too.
You need to keep the flow up in this part of the track, I reckon. When we get around the other part, down the far end, it's a little bit more stop-start. So you're right with the bike setup. Do you get it working here, or do you want it to be strong on the brakes further down there?
Well, let's go and have a look.
Well, turn 3 here, Steve, at Queensland Raceway, AMMF turn. It is very different to turn 1 and 2 we were just looking at. It's all about the braking and the entry into this turn, is that right? Absolutely.
If sector 1 is the fast sector, well, this is the business sector. It really is. It's all about getting on the brakes. You come down that back straight at 280 kilometres an hour on the superbike. Hit the brakes. You take a deep breath going in there because you don't think you're going to pull it up. It looks tight at that speed, but when you actually get here, you know what? It's actually quite flowing, so you've got to keep that mid-corner speed flow up.
It is, you're exactly right. When you turn into this turn, it does look like it tightens up, but it really opens out, and the drive out of here is important as well. But what I've noticed, Steve, new surface in the middle of this corner, so is that going to make a difference?
Well, you know what? I mean, if you feel the surface, it's actually really, really grippy. So these guys are going to have to adapt to that, take a little bit of time to get used to it, but I reckon we're going to see some lap records get broken.
Oh, that'll be cool.
The riders will have to muscle their way through those 2 left-hand corners and get down that straight and into Ducati, the final turn here.
It is really important to get out of that corner and get the drive, because it is a reasonably long straight into this corner, Steve. But again, what I'm noticing, new surface in this corner. Like we know, it is the last corner of the racetrack. It is very important, and it has been decisive in the past.
Well, remember last year, Herfoss, Jones, it came down to this corner for victory. And boy, the guy that went in didn't come out leading the race. So it can make a big difference.
It is a unique corner in the fact that it looks like a hairpin as well, Steve, but it's a very, very long hairpin, isn't it? So there are line options. You can go, do you dive in, run the bike wide and shoot it out, or do you carry the speed through the middle? Because like I say, it is a long corner, and what's important, Steve, is to get the drive out of this final turn to the finish line.
Well, there you have it, Chris. The Ducati track preview done and dusted here at Queensland Raceway. Can't wait to get the racing underway.